Hi there, Aries. Welcome to your reading. This reading is going to be a love reading for you and your person. We're going to be on the left and your person will be on the right. We're going to start with the energy of the connection. First card out is Breathe with the number 29. And next card out is New Life. So I'm connecting to a group of you who are starting a new connection. You may know this person already, but we'll get more in a minute. At the bottom, we have Higher Power and the number 4. So I do get here that you're connecting with someone who is coming in as a spiritual equal. You guys are very much on the same page when it comes to your vibration, when it comes to how you're showing up, how you're presenting yourself in this lifetime. We have Unfinished Symphony, so there's confirmation for those of you who are wondering if this is somebody that you already know or somebody that you've tried to date in the past. The answer is yes. This is somebody, for some of you, who you've already dated once before. It doesn't have to be for all of you, but definitely there's a group of you here connecting in to the reading that may be dealing with a person who you already kind of tried things with once before. All right, so let's see how you're showing up, what your energy is. Between Worlds, okay, with the number 3. And what's your person's energy? Okay, they got 2 cards. Your person gets Here Now and Time to Go, okay? So if this is some kind of like twin flame dynamic or something similar to a twin flame dynamic, what I will say is that this is the runner. You're dealing with the runner, and you, Aries, have been the chaser in the past, but you're going through some kind of transition. So at this point, you're not really chasing anymore, which is kind of changing and shifting the dynamic between you and this person, where you're waiting for your ships to come in. You're expecting positively that things are going to work out for you and that everything's going to be fine. And then at the bottom, we have another number 3 with a number 30 and TikTok. Okay. You're patiently waiting for something to unfold. I believe you've stopped chasing at this time. So if this is somebody who, for you guys, you've kind of chased after in the past, it is a moment where you've decided, no more, I'm not doing that. And so I do get a sense that whether this is a brand new person that's coming in for you because you've walked away from this back and forth situation you were in, it could be that, or it could be that by you not chasing, the dynamic is actually changing between you and the person who used to be the runner. Okay, but let's jump into the detail and see what's really going on. So we have the King of Pentacles, the Death and Rebirth card, okay. At the bottom, we have a 6 of Wands energy. So this is about being recognized, being applauded, being rewarded, being praised for some accomplishment. And so it looks to me, and I'm picking up a lot of crown chakra energy, crown chakra activation. So please look that up if you're not familiar with the crown chakra. I am getting here that this week, Aries, your crown chakra has been activated, and that a lot of information is going to be flowing to you. Information, perspectives, a new way of viewing something in your life that you didn't understand before or couldn't fully process. Okay, we have the 8 of Swords here. We have the 7 of Swords, but in reverse. So yeah, I see that with the 7 of Swords in reverse, your person who used to be the runner is switching gears. they also have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So they're switching gears. They're getting out of their head. They're Nine of Pentacles in reverse, which means they're no longer holding on to the idea of being single or wanting to remain single. Okay. And then with the Six of Pentacles upright, things are coming into balance. Things are equaling and leveling out. So I do get strongly here that at least for a group of you, this is a dynamic between you and somebody who was the runner and you were the chaser. You would chase after this person. You would bend over backwards to try to get them to like validate that they also like you, that they want to be with you. And then, you know, as soon as you do that, they'd pull away more. And it was just this cycle back and forth. And then I think you've flipped the dynamic because you stopped chasing. And now this person has stopped running and they wanted to hold on to their independence and freedom. And so they were really rejecting the idea of being in a commitment, not necessarily rejecting you. So they've always kind of had a thing for you, Aries, but they just wouldn't solidify anything. And I do see you kind of being in a place of evolution where you've kind of shifted the way you think, your mindset, the way that you even see this person. I think you've come into balance and you've decided, you know, I'm confident in myself. I'm not going to continue to feel bad that this person won't commit to me. I'm just going to have to make a choice to kind of stand my ground and stay where I'm at and not keep repeating this pattern. And so that's what I see for you, for at least a group of you here. But I am picking up from the beginning that there's some new connection coming in. So I don't know if that means that this person is changing the way that they approach you and is wanting a connection, or if there's completely someone else new, at least for a group of you. So let's go ahead and pull some additional cards to find out. Okay, first card out is the King of Cups. That was a lot. At the bottom, we have the Hermit. So we're getting here a new energy coming into your experience, into your romantic experience. We have the Page of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It's not necessarily a brand new person or a brand new connection. And there's been a lot of back and forth. There's been like a stop and go kind of energy between you and this person. There's been like take 2 steps back, 1 step forward kind of energy between you and this person in the dynamic. So for, you know, for majority of you, it seems like this is going to be one of those situations where you've been in a cycle with someone that felt like it was never going to end. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. And then we have the Star in reverse. So you felt like you were the one always trying to push things forward. And sometimes you felt like you succeeded, but then there was moments where you'd get disappointed and this person would just stop all progress suddenly and abruptly. I think you used to see this person, Aries, as like your kryptonite. We get the Devil here. You used to see this person as your weakness, as your kryptonite. You used to see them that way, but you freed yourself from that trap. Okay, that was like a mental trap. And with the Five of Cups, it's like there was enough damage done, enough times of tears spilled that you've now kind of broken free of that tether that you had to this person. You don't feel tethered. Like there's still a hope there that they could turn things around, that things could work out between you and this person. There's still a hope there that this could be a true pair situation. You see here, Queen of Cups to the King of Cups. You're still, it's not like you fully closed the door to this person. There came a moment where you just said, look, enough is enough. I really can't keep doing this to my heart. I can't keep holding hope open for somebody who just continuously disappoints me in this space. But then you get the Ten of Cups. So I do think that there's still some kind of opportunity here between you and this person. Oh, and Ten of Pentacles at the bottom. This is somebody you could definitely see yourself marrying, Aries. This is somebody you can see yourself marrying, having children with, building a family with. For a small portion of you, you may already have a child with this person. This is the person you want to grow old with. All right, so let's see what else we can find out, because I feel like there's so much more beneath the surface for this reading. So I'm going to go a little bit deeper and just see what else we can find out here. What does Aries need to know? Wish will not be granted. So this is definitely somebody who's made a lot of broken promises. Excitement. Successfully overcoming a problem. Interesting. I do believe there's a new, it's like breathing new life into this connection. So for some of you, I feel like you're finally going to be seen and recognized for your full value. And you're no longer going to be treated like a choice. You felt like you're being treated like a choice. So whether it comes through this person or because of the lessons that you learned from what this person taught you about valuing yourself, about respecting yourself, about honoring your own needs, it could be a fully new relationship with someone else, or it could be this person returning and showing up correct for some of you. But I do see here that after a lot of series of broken promises, of disappointment, that you're really going to win when it comes to love here. You see, new home, new attitude. You're really going to win, Aries, because regardless if it's this person cleaning up their act and coming back to you, or a brand new person, I do see that you're going to succeed here. Look at all the cards. You have the Six of Wands, you have the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. And you have a true pair situation here with the Queen and King of Cups, which is speaking to like a fulfilling connection that's emotionally fulfilling, that is loving, that is full of love and empathy for one another and consideration, and that is very emotionally supportive. Okay, so some of you are definitely going through this with a person from your past that you went back and forth with, but then I do get that for some of you, this is actually somebody who taught you this lesson, and you're thankful for that person from the past who taught you this lesson that allowed you to get that wonderful relationship, or that will allow you to get the relationship, because for some of you this hasn't happened just yet. My readings are for a month long, so they start the week that you see them and 4 weeks later. So for some of you, this is a brand new connection that may be coming in for you because of these lessons that you've learned, whether it's with this person or a brand new person. All right, so drop in the comments, let me know if you are dating, or if you're one of the people in the group that's just waiting to hear back from this person who kept running away from the runner chaser dynamic. I'm going to pull some final cards to see if there's any additional messages. Separation. So some of you are in separation from this person. I did pick up that some of you may have had a child with this person. This could be somebody that you have broken up with, divorced in the past, and is trying to come back in. Patient, and it's complicated. Yeah, so I am picking up that there's a dynamic between some of you, that a group of you definitely has a back and forth situation. That's been confirmed like 4 times. So there's definitely been a group of you that's really going back and forth with the same person, and has been for years. And I think you're finally getting somewhere, which is like bizarre. Look at the next card out here, proposal. I think you finally got through to this person. It's insane. Wow, Aries, like you might be in disbelief at this point, because it took so long. And it seemed impossible, like mission impossible, okay? We have codependency issues at the bottom as like a background energy. So maybe this person helped you get over codependency because of all the back and forth. You finally learned that lesson to like not need the validation externally and to get the self-love that you needed from yourself. This may have been somebody who at first treated you like an option and just wanted to keep things surface level. And you know, over time, this may have evolved, okay? So it sounds a little toxic, to be honest, to me. It sounds quite toxic for those of you who have put up with all this for this long. But it sounds like what you want, and feel free to disagree with me in the comments, but it sounds like for at least a group of you, what you want is for this to work out with this person and for them to kind of emotionally mature and change and be able to commit to the connection. And if that is the case, I do see the possibility of that happening in the very near future here, even to the point of being engaged to this person, or at least just being fully in an exclusive committed connection with like an official title and introduction to family and friends and all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, for a smaller group of you, I pick up that because of this person who treated you this way, you're now opening up to being able to attract the right type of connection into your life, like a brand new connection. And if that's the case for you, it is coming pretty soon, like within the next 4 weeks, and you're going to be thankful and maybe thinking about this past person who helped you get here, because all of that back and forth really helped to rebuild yourself internally and rebuild your self-esteem and your self-worth after the fact, right? After all the work you had to do to get over this person. So either way, let me know how this resonated. Would love to hear from you in the comments, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care.